Okay, a Pixlr Ingberg tutorial on Pixlr E on the computer. So I've got my image of the Humber Bridge which I took, and I want to make kind of dreamy type image using a door and an image I took of some water. So I've opened 3 images. I've got my Humber Bridge, image of some water, and then an image of a door that I just got off Google. So it's okay to combine your images with found images. That's completely fine. Just try and use some of your images in there as well. So first of all, I'm going to copy my image of the water and paste it on top of my Humber Bridge image. I want this to sort of blend into the sky, so I can use my blending options. See what that does. I want it to be quite subtle but still sort of overlaid. Quite like luminosity, so we'll use that, and I'm going to just change the transparency so I can see the Humber Bridge still through. There we go. Okay, so again we've got this quite sharp line here which I want to get rid of. So what I'm going to do is just rotate my image a bit so it follows the line of the shore. Just make that a bit bigger, like that. And then I need my eraser tool just on the left hand side. Get rid of that. So when we get our eraser tool, we want to click up there where it says brush, and we want a really big size, and we want full softness so that it's blending in. There's no harsh lines. So I'll click off there, click off there, and now this is important that we are erasing the top layer. So on my layers over here, I'm going to select the top layer and I'm going to work along there just to get rid of everything that is on the shore. Blend that in over there. There we go. Okay, my next step is I want there to be a doorway in the middle of my image that we could step through almost. So I'm going to go to my image of the door and I'm going to cut out the middle section and everything around the door frame, just leaving the door and the frame. So we can do that using our cutout tool over here, the little scissors, and we can go magic mask and make sure it's removed from mask. However, this may not be massively accurate, as you can see there. So if that happens, just go Control Z and undo. Now, because this image is very straight lines everywhere, we can use the shape mask instead. So I've selected my shape mask, I've selected rectangle, and I can just go and delete that doorway. And just keep working to delete that doorway. Go, and then around the door, just up to that door frame, that's what I want. Just being careful not to delete the actual door there. So it's just a matter of keep working on it, keep deleting what you can. Okay, so now I can use my line tool and just draw my straight line down there, like that, and then click and draw my straight line there. Once I've done that, I can then go to my magic mask, click there, and it just deletes. So we're going to do the same at the bottom. So up, shape mask, make sure you've got a line selected, and then draw your line across there. You can draw your little horizontal line there, little angle. You can also go up here and just neaten those things up there. Now, if we want to be really accurate, which we do, we can zoom in. Get rid of that line there, and let's have a look at the bottom, how we're doing. Yep, so I can get my magic mask, just click on those, get rid of those. Still got a little bit of a line, so I'm going to select my shape again, my line tool, and just draw over that. So it's like we're erasing what we don't need. Okay, so that is our doorway cut out. So now we need to copy it, so Control C, and then paste it over our image. Now it's pasted in between the layers. I want it on top of both of those layers, so I'm just going to click on my layers and drag up. There you go, it's come to the top. I want quite a central composition in this. I want the doorway to be inviting you. Might be a metaphor for Hull being the doorway to, for the Humber Bridge being the doorway to Hull. So I'm going to arrange that in the centre, and I want to blend the bottom of my doorway in a little bit into the pebbles. So I'm going to select my top layer, I'm going to go over to my eraser tool again, I'm going to make sure that I have got soft and the big size, and then I'm just going to gently, not too much, just click on the edges of this doorway to really make it seem dreamlike. So we've got like that, started to blend in a little bit. I'm going to keep the top quite sharp, but the bottom, and erase some of the bottom. Okay, so that is our layers all together. So now that I'm happy with that, I'm going to flatten my image. So I have clicked on the three dots on my top layer, and then down here we've got flatten image, and that makes one layer. Now we can do some adjustments. So I can adjust the curves. So I'm going to double click. It's a bit different to Photoshop. You need to double click when you're changing the curves and drag down, create those shadows, really emphasize that white in the doorway. Double click, drag up a little bit for the highlights, apply. Then I can look at my colours as well if I want to make them more saturated. All I need to do is go adjustments, hue and saturation, and then just change. There we go. Okay, so that is our Tommy Ingberg inspired image in colour.